In the Luna Show, and right now you're about to meet Kamaro Blahnik.
So thank you for being on the Luna Show. I know you live in Atlanta and all of that, and I know you've been in the scene for a long time. Tell me how you started and why you are a part of the house and ball scene.
All right, wow. Okay. My first ball that I ever attended was the Dutch Ball in, I want to say, 1999. I went because a friend of mine who now is Milan 007, who lives in Los Angeles. He's a friend of mine. I never knew what a ball was, never heard of it, but I had a car, he didn't. And so he asked me would I drive him. I said, sure, you pay for the gas? I got you. We went, I had a blast, and since I was in college at the time, I decided to just be a support member. And eventually I knew I would be in the ballroom scene, but I didn't know what category or what house. I wanted to wait till I felt like Milan was stable in a house before I joined one. I had other friends at the time, Rico Aga, who is now a La Perla, good friend of mine as well. And around 2004 is when I started walking. I started walking realness and streetwear. And I don't feel like I made too much of an impact then. 2005, I came out blazing. Traveled everywhere. I was in Chicago, I was in Los Angeles, I was in Philly. I did a lot of the 007. I finally decided to join the House of Blahnik at the Murder by Numbers Ball, Prodigy's Ball, in late 2005. So I was glad I finished college because that was very important to me and my family, because I was able to get my engineering degree at that time. And my move to Atlanta was successful, so that was great. So people always ask me, what house were you in before Blahnik? I wasn't.
Blahnik is your first and only house, right?
First and only house. I felt like that was the house that Milan was going to stay in. Unfortunately, I was wrong. But I said that wherever I started is where I was going to stay. So I stuck true to my word. There were doubts, of course. People thought that I was going to follow after Milan because we were great friends, which we still are to this day. But I told them we're still going to be friends no matter what house we're in. I felt like I was always a leader, and I wanted to remain true to who I am.
What was it about the ballroom scene that made you even want to join or be a part of it at that time?
After a while of watching Milan, he was getting his life, he was doing his thing, and I was helping him. But after a while, you know, I want to say the House of Blahnik for me really helped solidify his legendary status. So I felt like I had helped him do everything he needed to do over the years, so it was time for me to get out there and do my thing. And I knew I could do it. I had the money, I was finished with college, and I knew I could do it. He pushed me out there, you know what I'm saying, as well. So once I got into the house, I was getting my life. I mean, my first night as a Blahnik, I came out blazing. I mean, I beat like about 9 or 10 people that night. I saw people like Jamal Milan. I mean, I had a crush on him at the time. So he was out there, Dre Ebony. I mean, there was a lot of people I saw that just were very interested in me, and I was like, you know what, I can do this. And like I said, Rico, he was out there pushing me, and Rodney Milan, well, Rodney was a 007 at the time too, but then he later became Father Milan, so that was somebody. He became my road dog, Tony Macago, many others, and I was like, you know what, I could do this. And shortly after that, Milan ended up leaving the House of Blahnik, so I decided to take that house by its reins. And I said, you know what? And a couple people pulled me to the side and said, you know what, you could do this. Doesn't matter what it looks like, you can bring this house to its legendary status. And I believe I'm not the only one, but I believe I'm definitely one of the people who helped bring the house to its legendary status. And that's, to me, one of the things that really helped solidify my legendary status, because I was I was walking streetwear. I was walking realness. I was walking sneaker. I was a father. I was bringing kids. I was traveling kids. I was videotaping. I was alliance meetings. I was fighting up for my house, literally and figuratively, and still a Blahnik, which I'm very happy this year. This is the first time that we have a house ball in Atlanta coming up in 2012, which is MLK weekend.
Tell me about that.
I'm very, very excited about this ball. Like I said, it's the first time doing this in Atlanta. I supported so many other houses, but this time we're able to put our own vision out there. Grand prize is runway, $1,212. This is the 12th year of Blahnik, so we're able to celebrate that. It's January 14th, 2012.
So what's the difference between an Atlanta ball and a New York ball and a Philly ball?
Wow, because I have one.
Because you've experienced all,
yeah,
and
I am of the year in all of those places.
So what's the difference?
Let's see.
What's the flavor of each state?
Well, I definitely feel like to really get the essence of ballroom, you have to walk in New York. If you can come to New York and be an outsider and win in New York, to me, that's what makes you feel like you're accomplished. A lot of people come to New York and feel like they can be a big fish in a little pond in another city, or they could be around other friends and get life. But if you can come to New York and win and turn it here and get claps here, then you're really doing something. If you get other year here, there's a lot of people that are legendary in other states. They're local legends. They've never got an of the year in New York. They've never won trophies here, and I don't think that that's right.
So you recommend people to come to New York?
I mean, you have to. I mean, this is America. This is where it started. How could you not think that you're in ballroom and not have walked in New York?
Right.
Philly is another place that if you win in Philly, I mean, if Philly people give you recognition, then you're really turning it, because they don't let outside people win a whole lot.
I've won in Philly.
I have too. I mean, like I said, my first night as a Blahnik, I won in Philly at the so I mean, I knew I was turning it then. You know, in Atlanta,
that's a whole different ball game.
It's a different ball game. It's a different ball game. You can live in Atlanta and not be from Atlanta and still have a hard time. You know, when you're from Atlanta, you could kind of have an easy way to go. But the pageant scene is very big there. So by the pageant scene being very big there, people really bring it. I mean, Atlanta has some of the most creative people. They have some of the baddest femme queens, you know what I'm saying, that you can imagine. I mean, you have Temperance, you have Stasha, you have Raquel, you have Didi living there, and others. So I think that Atlanta is a lot, very well rounded now. But as far as parents, you know, you have a lot of the overall parents there, and I think that to make it in Atlanta is another place. I mean, Atlanta's got a lot of the balls that New York doesn't have now. Because New York has come into the problems of finding a lot of venues to have balls, a lot of balls are pushing to Atlanta. And because of that...
What do you think we don't have venues anymore in New York?
Well, two reasons. Obviously, there's been a lot of fights, so that's been part of the problem. And the other problem is the price. New York is expensive, period. It doesn't matter. I mean, food is expensive in New York. So you can imagine the venues are going to be...
Popeyes is expensive.
Yeah, Popeyes, you know what I'm saying, McDonald's.
It's like $3 extra.
I came to New York, I said, give me some off the dollar menu. They said, what's that? They didn't know. So everything's expensive here. One of the things New York is looking forward to, which is going to be followed by in Atlanta, is the OWE project. This is going to revolutionize ballroom as we know it. You're going to have streaming live, balls getting streamed live, which really has never been done before on this scale. This pay-per-view with the OWE project, and Andre Mizrahi is one of the people that's really big behind this. People in China, in Japan, Russia, they could be seeing your talent.
Do you think that's overexposing the community?
No, no such thing. No such thing. Reason why I say that is because, like I said, people everywhere wants to be a celebrity. People don't want to be celebrities now. Everybody has a reality show. People got music that they're trying to get out, and the old avenues of like signing up for record labels, doing a lot of these auditions, it's a thing. It's going to be a thing of the past for everybody. You can let your talent be known without having an A&R person, without having an agent, without having a stylist, without having a major network behind you. I mean, look at what you're doing right now. People are taking the world in their hands, and that's the wave of the future. If you're still waiting for an opportunity, it's already past you. The world as we know it is going to be controlled by people that are taking the world by the horns. Mm-hmm. President Obama did it. He had a grassroots operation. He's president right now. I didn't want to go into it too much because I don't want to cry. But one of the people... Sorry. Sorry.
Take your time, baby. I know what you're about to get into. And I know in this scene we've lost many and we've celebrated many, but that's what it's about. It's about celebrating people while they're here and enjoying people while they're here. You know what I mean? And I know the House of Blahnik has recently lost somebody who was powerful. He was a Blahnik when I was a Blahnik. He was the sweetest, most loving person that I've ever met. And when I gagged. Steve, who used to be a Blahnik, told me about it the other day, the day actually that happened, and I was at work and I literally like cried at my desk because I remember how kind, how sweet, how he used to always like say, "Luna, go and do it, child, go." You know what I mean?
Yes. It's bittersweet because... Sorry.
No, it's fine, baby, because trust me, I've cried many nights for people that I've loved in this scene.
I want to thank you, you know what I'm saying, for this, because the legendary DJ, Robbie Blahnik, will forever remain in our hearts.
He was great, loving, wonderful.
He was a Blahnik before I was a Blahnik.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't know a lot of times how much he was the glue to that house.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, behind productions, some of the arguments that I got into with people, he hedged that back together at times. He would drive people from state to state, you know what I'm saying, so that we could have a presence there. He was somebody that I could talk to, laugh with, kick it with. I mean, a load of fun. I mean,
it was amazing.
Having in a couple years, having lost the legendary Stacey Blahnik as well, who was very close to me as well, and then for this to happen, it's very difficult because sometimes you never know when is the last time that you're going to be able to say what somebody means to you.
Right.
And if you don't, I just adjure everybody to take the time. If you love someone, just take the time to tell them. Don't wait till, I'm going to tell them after the weekend is over. I'm going to tell them after this. Or and on top of that, live your life. A lot of people say, I'm going to be happy when I finish school. I'm going to be happy once I break up with this person. I'm going to be happy when I move out of this city. Be happy right now. Make good with your relationships now. Get right with God right now. Be at peace, with your family, with your parents if you have them. Don't hold grudges with people. I've had people that say, that might be mad at me or I might be mad at them. Let that go.
It's the Luna Show.